Me, ChaosBasilisk here with another Call of Duty World War II Zombies video. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys real quickly about a theory that I've had for the last couple days involving a tweet from Cameron Dayton labeled Season's Greetings from Middleburg. Now, a lot of you have probably already seen this picture, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen right now anyway. As you can see, there's 4 people in this picture. Alright, we have 3 voice actors for Droston, Marie, and Olivia, and then we also have the voice actor for Dr. Straub. Now, there's a few things that pop out in this picture, but the one thing that's super important about this picture might not jump out at you right away. At least, I know it didn't jump out until about 3.5 hours of looking at this picture for me. So, the first thing that people notice is that Ving Rhames is gone, the voice actor for Jefferson. We really don't know where he's at. If it's important that he's not in this picture, or if this is just, the people that were there that day saying, hey, happy holidays, but I don't think that's the case. The second thing is the window behind them. Alright, we have a window that they're standing right in front of that looks oddly reminiscent of a window that you can actually find in the Final Reich, right in front of the toy store. Again, maybe something, I don't think it's really that important. The third and final thing that most people notice right away is the pinkish, purplish light in the background above their heads. Again, it's hard to tell what that light is coming from. I don't know that it's super important anyway. The one thing that I have in this picture is in the foreground though, alright, and it has to do with the characters. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little information real quickly on why I think this is important. Okay, I was at work, didn't have a lot to do, had a lot of time on my hands, and I figured, hey, let's look at, some of those tweets from Cameron Dayton a little closer. He's pretty big on hinting, it seems like. So I went and I looked at this picture, and there was something off about it. And so I went to Google Maps, Street View, I looked all over. This photo is labeled that it was taken in Foster City, California. So I searched Foster City for probably an hour and a half. I couldn't find where this picture was taken. It might be there, someone else might be able to find it, but I couldn't. Alright, I went into historical records because he said, History 101 this semester, find your study partners. So I went into historical records of what would have been happening in this location during the time period of World War II, and I couldn't find anything. And then all of a sudden my eye noticed something that I didn't catch originally, is their clothing. Alright, if you look at their clothes, they're all wearing pretty plain clothing. And then there's Olivia, who is wearing a bunch of stars. Now, right away, that probably doesn't strike you as suspicious if you haven't played a lot in this map, if you haven't done a lot of Easter egg hunting, but it is odd if you've noticed one key thing in the Final Reich. I'll go ahead and I'll show you right now. I have completed the casual Easter egg, alright? And I promise at the end of this video, this is all going to make sense on why I'm showing you all these different things. Alright, but if you come over here to the fuse boxes, there's these stars, alright? There's these 3 stars labeling fuse box 1. Alright, not really sure why they're there. Also don't really know why. I'll go back up to it one more time. The one on the fuse box is the clearest, I think. You can look at it, and there's an upside down right inside the star, and it's there on all 3 of them. I don't know what that's there for. I couldn't find anything to tie that in with. Alright, but that being said, you guys might be, okay, alright, so what? It's a coincidence. There's some stars there. Alright, well, that's not all I have. The second thing I have has to do with the activations in this game. Alright, most things in this game involving the Easter egg, which the fuse boxes, it's, pretty easy to say it's involved in the Easter egg. Once you examine the right hand of God, you reroute the tower with the fuse boxes to the lightning rods. And as you can see, alright, here I am, running around the right and the left hands of God, the voice of God. Those are all interactable during the Easter egg. But there's no indicators, there's no, press square to do this or that, there's nothing. So what makes the fuse box odd? Well, the fact that it says not active. Alright, it's clearly telling us that will be interacted with at some point. And now, some people might, just kind of write this off as, well, it was interactable at one point, maybe they just forgot, but they've programmed this into all the individual items in Easter egg very specifically. I'll go ahead and I'll put another picture on screen right now. You can see this picture was taken at the beginning of my game. I was standing in front of one of the secondary lightning rods and it says not active. Alright, but if I was to go over there now, which I won't bore you guys with the run all the way over there, but if I was to do it now, I promise I've already checked this, it doesn't say not active. Alright, so, with that being said, there's something more with this fuse box. Plus, you can also hear... Do you hear that? It's making sound, alright? Like, everything that we're used to is pointing to this fuse box up there. Alright? Now, to rule out sheer coincidence, alright, there's one more thing that I have that kind of eliminates this as just random coincidence and kind of explains why I think that Sledgehammer planned on putting this tweet out since day one. Alright, and here's the reason. Everything in this game is German. Alright? Like I said, just bear with me, this will all make sense. Everything. Everything on the signs, you know, everywhere is German. Like a few more examples. Post office. The signs. There's a menu over here with food in German. Alright? Everything. Except one thing. There's one thing on this map that is in no way needed for a translation. You can read it plain as day in English. Alright? In one of the zombies windows in front of the toy store, there's a couple oddities, including presents. On one of the presents, I'll show you right now, there's a sticker, which is best seen with the Brenner head, that says Season's Greetings. And I can't give you a really long photo of it just because of this dumb zombie, but I'll go ahead and I'll put a picture on the screen right now so you can see. It says Season's Greetings, plain as day. I think the present is symbolic personally. I think that Sledgehammer, or Cameron Dayton, or Michael Condry, or whoever you want to, give credit for this picture to, I think they had this planned out ahead of time. They said, hey, if the community doesn't figure out this Easter egg quick enough, we're going to give this to them. And, to kind of reinforce that idea, I want you to put yourself into Sledgehammer's shoes for a minute. Alright, since day one, they've been telling us that this is going to be the hardest Easter egg that we've undergone thus far. Alright? So, let's think about this for a second. You're a game company. You're about to release a game, potentially full of Easter eggs to a community that is known for solving, some very difficult Easter eggs. Alright? With the promise that they are about to receive the hardest one that they've had yet. So, what do? Me personally, I would probably prepare some hints and tips for the community that are fairly cryptic in nature in case they couldn't figure it out. Kind of a little Easter egg to unlock the bigger Easter egg. Thus, this present. Kind of Sledgehammer's little, oh, here you go. Enough, we'll give you a little, another little tip. So, that's what I have for this theory. Alright? I have no idea where to go from here. This might be nothing, it might be huge, I don't know. Hopefully one of you guys can find something and help me out with this. Alright, it might have to do with the Tesla coils on top of the clock tower. We don't know. But there's more to this. Alright, the developers have been hinting at this since the game came out, that there's more to do. And I know a lot of people are getting frustrated with this game. It's not like we're used to. Alright, it doesn't give us big audio and video indicators telling us when we've done something correctly or not. Alright, such PPSH. You put the money in the dog bowls. Once you've done the fourth one, there's no indicator. Alright, we had to put together that that's how you unlock the classic PPSH through trial and error. So, I'm going to leave it at that. Alright, I hope that this theory makes as much sense to you as it does to me, and that I'm not absolutely crazy. I've been putting a lot of time and hours into this game. I need something to happen, and I hope that this is that something. Alright, I think I have all the evidence laid out pretty nicely. I think this makes the most sense out of any theory that I've been able to come up with thus far, or that anyone else is for that matter. And I really hope that this kind of reignites some interest in the game. Alright? We can do this. We need to put our heads together. We need to get back in this game. We need to stop just writing it off as Sledgehammer doing a terrible job at a game. This might be the best zombies game we've had, and we just don't know it yet. Alright, so let's get out there, let's do a little more hunting. I know it's tedious, trust me, I've been doing this for a little bit, it's pretty tedious. So anyway, I'm going to end the video there. If you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. If you find anything, feel free to leave a comment on this video. Go ahead and message me at ChaosBasilisk on Twitter or on Reddit at u/ChaosBasilisk. I check my social media pretty frequently. I'm always available, to be contacted. So just hit me up if you have any questions or comments or if you find anything. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you next video.